How you doing, Clay?
Good. How are you doing, Stefan?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I was reading that this film has kind of been around for a number of years now. How did you come to be involved, and what was it about this story that attracted you in?
Well, they asked me to do a rewrite back in 2016, which may seem like a long time for people, but that's sort of just the way it goes with movies. And the thing I loved about it was that it was really about two couples, and I really enjoyed the characters were so well drawn, and I felt like I knew these people, and I had never seen a movie made about like this situation about meeting strangers and what you do with that friendship, and I really liked that.
Yeah. Have you ever made friends on vacation before?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was a musician for many years, and so even on tour, every night we would meet new friends, and you never knew who was going to be, your best friend for one night or who you were going to know for the rest of your life. And but I really related to this experience.
I love the kind of dynamic between the two couples. I mean, I was thinking who I'd rather be, the kind of Marcus and Emily kind of couple, or the kind of Ron and Kyla. But I think actually a kind of balance between the two is the ideal sort of.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
do you fit on that spectrum? Are you more kind of planned and kind of meticulous and pragmatic, or are you more of a Ron and just see where the wind blows?
I'm definitely more of the planned and deliberate, and I need more of Ron in me. And that's part of the reason I really related to it. I mean, Ron and Kyla are meanwhile, but they're too much. They're out of control in their own way. And they everywhere they go, they leave a wake of disaster. But there's still something you can really learn from the way they live.
I know it shouldn't. It's no longer a surprise. I mean, maybe it was a little bit to begin with because he came from the kind of background of wrestling. But John Cena is proving himself to be one of the most dependable kind of comedic actors out there. I mean, it must have been great to collaborate with him on this
Oh yeah.
project because he's brilliant, isn't he?
He's brilliant, and he is so good. And I was surprised. I couldn't believe how good he was. He's an amazing listener, and he's really gifted, and he can play with people. He thinks very fast, and he's almost at his best when there's a lot of people and he can react off of them, which is the hardest part of acting, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've met him before. He's such a lovely, big, sort of gentle soul as well. I think
Sure,
what's the green, a
sure.
great person to have
You're
around.
scared of him, aren't you? You're scared of him. Just admit it.
Absolutely terrified. Yeah, but how was it? Because I was reading that you were shooting, and then obviously COVID happened. Was that the case? Was there really that kind of big break in between it? And was that quite tricky? Because I guess on a movie set, there's such thing as momentum, isn't there? That you kind of everyone gets into a kind of flow, and to have that just halted must have been quite a difficult thing.
Yeah, well, for the first 2 weeks, we shot in Puerto Rico, which was where Mexico took place. And we had a very ambitious schedule. Like the second day, we were on a boat. And it was the first movie I've ever done. And it was like day two, really. And the weather we were nervous about. And somehow we got all the way through it. And it was like this big bonding vacation between all of us. And we were high-fiving at the San Juan airport saying, wow, we just got through the hardest part. And we're going to go to Atlanta and it's going to be so much easier. And we got the call. And within 20 hours, I was sitting back on my couch going, what the hell just happened? And then when we picked up in August, so that was like 5 or 6 months later, we all had masks on. It was a totally different world. But so that was hard. But everyone really, those 2 weeks in Puerto Rico really made all the difference.
My final question is because obviously when you sort of burst onto the scene with Joyride, sort of co-writing with JJ Abrams, it was such a exciting kind of movie. Do you guys still keep in touch with JJ? And do you
Sure.
reckon you'll collaborate with him on another project again one day?
I would love to. I mean, he's the best. He's the sweetest, smartest, most generous, lovely dude. And he sort of gave me my whole career. And I'm the least, him being such a big deal in the world is the least surprising thing to me.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Yeah, he is. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Claire, and best of luck with the release of the movie.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!